think we are live. Hello to everybody. I'm going to leave the sheet and I'm going to pull it up. No one likes to do this, but we are live.
How are you guys today?
Yes,
We're live. Doing good. How are you doing? How's your weather?
Weather is eventful.
we'll
had
go
some
ahead and just
warnings.
put this out here. Yep. We might lose you.
If I disappear, I'm sorry.
We'll let you slide.
Good stuff. So, hello, welcome everybody to the mid-year recap of the IDA Town Hall with your leadership. So, for those who don't know, I'm Craig, your 2025 past president. We've got Megan, who is your current president, and we've got Josh here, who's your 2027 president-elect. I'm president next year. If you've never been to one of these before, hello. We've decided to put these live onto Facebook and YouTube, basically to get more of you involved in these kinds of sessions, to make sure that you're up to date with what's going on within the association. And, keep you all updated so we can communicate better. If you do have any questions, do pop them into the comment box. We will be talking and going through those questions towards the end of our updates. So if you do have a question about something as we go through, pop it in and we'll talk about those later on. So let's dive right into it.
Let's get it.
We've got lots to go through. So, we're going to start. The last time we were on the town hall, we discussed that the website was due to go live with our updates. So I'm hoping that all of you have had a chance since then, because it's been up now for a good couple of months, to go out and explore the new website layout. It's so much better and so much easier to find things. The feedback that we've had has been extremely positive. So, there's more of that to come. We're now working on the back end stuff in terms of the additional pages through there. So stuff like the chapter pages, all of the other different pieces. But the main bulk of the homepage has been completed, which is great news. It's something that a lot of people wanted for a long time. And it's nice to see it finally come to some fruition.
I think too, one of the nice things is anybody has any feedback, or if there's something you haven't had a hard time finding, please reach out to us. This website is your website. We are restructuring it based off all the feedback we've received, but we're making changes. And if you see something that you would like improved or changed, we're very open to making this your website. So just send us a message.
Yeah, for sure. And for those who don't know, if your first language is not English, the website will translate in whatever language you want it to. If you go towards the top of the website, there's a drop-down menu. You can just choose your country and your language and it'll translate it. That's also positive. As well with the website.
I was going to say, you want to go over the LMS just real quick for them and
see if
anybody's tried that?
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not going to lie. I've not been in there as of yet. But we launched the LMS part of it as well, which is where we host our webinars, do all the certifications for your CD, MC, WC, and RVC. So if you've not been in there yet, please do go in, have a play around. Again, it's a much more friendlier version. It's up to date. It's slicker. And again, the feedback we've had is great. But if there's something that we're missing, please do let us know. But what another great improvement, and something that's helped us reduce a lot of. There's been a lot of work involved in it, but this is on our vision to try and reduce a lot of the workload as well for our association management company. which is fantastic.
We want to go over our committee momentum that we have going on. We'd like to start with the social media. I am sure it has not gone unnoticed by anybody. Our social media team is on fire. This is the best we've ever seen. We're getting a ton of content out there. We have some great new people that have joined the group that have just really lit a fire on our social media. All the members' feedback has been amazing. We enjoy the content. We enjoy anything you want to share with us, and we're trying to keep everybody as up to date on everything that's going on. I know right now we're putting out some videos on the mentorship program, but a huge thank you, because once again, these are all volunteers and they are really just absolutely killing it on social media. So thank you. If you want to, now we can go into the financial report and do a little overview of that. Craig, if you want to pop that up.
Sure thing.
I don't mind. Craig's gonna pop this up. We're trying to keep you guys all in the loop, be extremely transparent with IDA financials this year, which is something that many members have always asked. I think we have some amazing things to share with you that we're pretty proud of. We've made a lot of adjustments in the last 2 years. One thing that we did this year is really try to dial in on the expenses. So currently the IDA expenses are down year to date from April last year to this year, 28%. So we have reduced that. Our associate management company, we're down 25% on the spend on that. And that has been largely, because we've had so much great help with our volunteers. Cheryl and her team, ADS, have really helped us out with trying to fine tune some things, the LMS management system, the new website. So we really are trying to get to where we can get our expenses cut down. And I think, anybody that's a business owner, when you see 28% reduction in expenses, you can't be anything but excited. And then when we look at our revenue sources, we're up 12% in certification. Our advertising's up over 13%. And one thing that is a huge thing for me, and I probably kill everybody over this with every event we have, but our sponsorship is up 62% with growth this year. So there's a lot of manufacturers, supplier, distributors, just a little bit of everybody that have kicked in to help out, do some sponsorship so that we're not carrying the full expense of these activities that we're doing, whether it's a trade show or, whatever it might be. So we're looking at probably one of the best financial situations that we've been in since I've known to be a part of the IDA. And I think it's just a huge thankful thing that we got to be to our volunteers, because we couldn't be here without the volunteers. So thank you, everybody that's stepped out on these committees, helped out. Thank you to everybody that takes our phone calls when we're looking for some sponsorships, that steps up to the plate and helps out the IDA. We really appreciate that. And now we can go on to our chapter updates. We can start with the China board if we want to. I know we all talk about this, but we've had some great growth. There's a new board in progress over there. We started the year out with 90 members in China, and now we're at 119, which I know it doesn't seem huge, but that is a huge percentage of growth. And as long as it keeps going in that direction, I think that's just a very positive thing. Brazil, we've been updating the board there, and we are still working with that a little bit, so that's getting a much better situation. One of the chapters that I think's been really interesting to be a part of, just on the sidelines, is Canada. We have had a group of people there, oh goodness, Tom, Gary, Paulo, Andrew, I can't even think there, I know there's more. I'm involved in a group chat with them, but these guys really are killing it. They want to spread the IDA love through Canada so bad. And it's kind of contagious, their excitement for this. So I really enjoy getting to listen into their conversations on that. And then New Zealand, which isn't a huge chapter. We have 11 members, but we do have a new board, and we have some very eager and happy to work with us members over there. So we're pretty excited about New Zealand, sorry. And then our UK chapter. Craig, if you want to take this one, you guys just celebrated a little anniversary.
So the anniversary of the UK chapter is actually coming up later this year in November. But the UK chapter was the first chapter of the US. The chapter celebrates its 10-year anniversary towards the end of this year. So I thought it was a really good achievement and something that, as an organisation, we are going to be proud of. But also that then paves way and the path for the other chapters, which are not far behind. And over the next few years, we're going to hit a lot of chapters that are over a decade old, which is just amazing. So yeah, thank you to all our chapters that put in a lot of time and effort. So look out for different things there. I know that when I was with the chapter leadership a few weeks ago, they're trying to plan something great to celebrate it. So yeah.
Perfect. You want to head on into our events that we have going on?
Sure thing. So just a little recap. We had our meet and greet month a few months ago. Thank you to everybody who hosted a meet and greet. We also kind of did our certification week within that month. It was great to see people come together, collaborate, learn more about the IDA, and get involved, which has been fantastic.
I think one of the neat things about the meet and greet month, I was able to hit the road for about 10 days and be a part of quite a few of those. There was a lot of non-members showing up that were interested in the IDA, and what a great opportunity just to talk to people face to face about what we offer and who we are. There's just so many people that have no idea. Oh, we lost Josh. You'll have to bear with Josh. He said some tornado warning, so we're just hoping we don't lose Josh there. But the meet and greet week, there you are. The meet and greet.
I'm back.
Was a great opportunity just really to, talk with people. You can hear their concerns. Also, I find that so many either members or non-members just have no idea what all is, offered to them as members of the IDA. So it's always cool to be a part of those.
Sure.
I'll go through some of these here. The next thing that we're working on right now is the SEMA show. We are going to have our meet and greet again on the Tuesday, November 3rd. Same situation, probably be upstairs. We haven't got a room assignment yet, but the last year's meet and greet at SEMA, I think, was probably one of the best industry events I've been to in a while. When you talk about, several hundred of like-minded people being in one room, that's it right there. Great opportunity to talk to people, whether, detailers, manufacturers, distributors. Just it is the room to be in if, you need any help, any guidance, heck, we have people in there just looking for a job. It's a little bit of everything. To me, it's just great. One night that you can get together and just, have a chat with somebody that's, been in the same industry with you. You never know what you leave with when you leave a meet and greet like that. So a great opportunity. We hope to see you guys there for that. The next event that we wanted to bring up is in Columbia. We have Elevate, which is going to be happening that's August. I can't remember the exact date, but it's in August. And just a great reminder that we are the International Detailer Association. We are trying to support as much as we can. And, it's not all about us in the US. And so we have volunteers that have stepped up to run this show down there. The booth just amazing. I think we have 6 people that have volunteered to be in the booth, for the whole event, helping, doing some testing. I just think it really speaks to the diversity that we have in this group. I would love to go down there, but I don't know I'd be much help. I'm an English only girl. These guys are they're planning a booth. They're getting stuff built. They're getting swag. They're really gonna, I think, put on an awesome show down there. So I'm super excited and also very proud that we have such a great set of guys down there that are helping out. And last thing I think we have is Automechanica, which is in September. I'm gonna be going out there. They have a stage in the detailing and the car care area that I'm going to be doing a panel with Lars and a few other IDA members. We're going to go over what the IDA is, kind of explain the benefits to them. I'm not sure how many members we're going to run into that will actually be at the show, but to me it's a great opportunity because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot that have never even heard about the IDA. So a good time to spread the word and to just, you know, mingle with some other members and non-members to see what we can do over there.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to Automechanica myself. I've never been, so.
Are you coming?
Yes, I might only be there for 2 days, but I will be there.
Okay, I might need a fourth person for our panel on stage, and I think you just got elected.
Great, thanks.
You're welcome. I saw you raise your hand. And there goes Josh.
Yes, it is all good.
If we want to, let's go ahead and hit a little bit on some of the membership benefits while Josh takes a break and tries to find his internet over there. Most of you know we are kicking off the mentorship program. This is going to be a 23-week program. I'm going off of memory, so if I miss anything, Craig, hit me. It's been going on, I think this is 2 years in the making, if I remember correctly. I think we finally have got this fine-tuned. The best of the best in this industry have stepped up and volunteered to mentor our IDA members. This is, I think, just showing again what kind of great benefits you can have if you're part of the IDA. I'm actually excited because, you know, bringing up young people in the industry is how we keep this growing and keep it strong. So I don't know if you are, Greg. I know I'm going to be a mentee on some leadership topics. I think Josh has got some in terms of business, but quite a few of us are going to be a part of this program, and I am very excited for this finally to be kicking off. It'll be a few more months out, but we're going to get this going here. If you need any more information about it, you can definitely find out about it on social media. You'll also notice all of us mentees have been posting videos about our topic and a little more information about the whole program. So just reach out to us if you need anything else and we'll help you out with that. The next thing I just want to let you guys know, we just released today another new SOP on headlight restoration. We have so many volunteers that help in so many different things, and this SOP thing has been amazing. I've sat in on a lot of these calls, and it dropped the whole competitor thing and get together. You know, it's whether it's, you know, paint polishing or if it's headlight restoration or what was our last one, paint chip repair. It's not about companies. It's not about competition. We bring the best of the people in these topics and we put them on the same call and we work through the best way to form an SOP to help the members. And I think that's just what makes the IDA so much different than anything else. There's no competition. We're here to make things better. And so the group of people that have helped out with those, you just can't say thank you enough. I don't think people understand what kind of work goes behind the scenes on these SOPs. It could take us months to iron it out to where nobody can find a problem with it and we're finally good and release it. So thank you to everybody that's worked on that. The other thing I wanted to mention too, and we're trying this out in Columbia, is our new PPP program. It is an economic adjustment program based off of the country you're in. I think we all sit here in the United States and say, you know, I don't understand this, but if you talk to somebody in South Africa, the dollar is not a dollar. And to consider ourselves an international association, we have to consider that we are all not in the same economic situation with our countries, with our dollars. And so the PPP program Thank you to Jim Beasley, who has just been a mastermind behind a lot of our finances in the background, helping out. But this program has been dialed in. We're going to give it a trial run in Columbia for the Elevate show. And then once we get all the fine tuning done, we will be launching this January 1st. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out. We can walk you through that. But this is just to better serve us as a international association. The next thing we're going to talk about is certification and our advanced mastery program. And Josh, since you have internet right now, I'm going to let you take this one.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, I know you keep going in and out.
Yeah. This is, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So we kind of wanted something for after you have your SV, a next step. So the guys, there's a good team working on this. I think we're about halfway through, getting different categories done. So the theory behind it, so it's going to be, say, 10 categories from, paint to interior repair, leather, stuff like that. And there's going to be a pretty large, expansive test involved with each one. Going to be pretty hard, it'll be a slam dunk. So we anticipate there's going to be an amount of people failing it. But that's what it's for. So we can, you have something to work towards where you can be kind of an elite or, show your customers that you are one of the top people in your area. But we've got a great team working on this, Jason Rose and a bunch of other people. It's really cool to watch.
I think something good to note about this, Josh, if we maybe can go over this. The reason why this mastery program came about is I think everybody thought RIT was the top status you could get in the IDA. And I understand the thought process in that, but really it's a training certification. It's saying you are a registered trainer. So we realize people are looking for something a little bit different to say, hey, I'm the best in my area in this, category. And so we had to come up with this program because, people are like, well, I guess our RIT's next, but not everybody's going to train people. So I think it was a great group that got together and said, we need to come up with this. And they've really, these tests, I think, are going to be interesting for some people to take. I know you've seen some of those, Josh.
Yeah, they're definitely not. And there was a spirit behind it. We don't want something that's.
I think we're losing you.
Back.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you're breaking in and out. I kind of understood what you were saying because I've seen some of the emails and stuff going back and forth, and some of the pre kind of revisions of the exams, and these are not easy tests. It is a advanced, program, which is amazing.
I think something that's good to note too here, talking with the mastery programs, and then also, our SOPs. There's so many opportunities to get involved with IDA. You don't have to sit on just a specific committee, although we have quite a few ones. But if there's something that interests you, we can usually find a spot for you to help volunteer and make your mark in this industry. I think, one of the greatest gifts we have is that we can give back to this industry that's given so much to all of us. Because, I can probably speak a little bit more than you, Craig, because I'm much older. But, I've done this industry for 30 years, and it's been very good to me. So, to be able to sit and give back and, volunteer and, share your wins and your mistakes that you've already made and with other people is just a great blessing for us. So, if you have something that interests you, reach out. We can always find, committee, or, somebody might be working on, an SOP that's an area of your expertise, but it's always great to get involved. You'd be surprised, like, the lifelong friends you make, getting involved with this. I mean, what's the chances me and Craig, you would have ever met? You're in a different country. You know what I mean? It just, and then, and now we speak all the time. So, like, I just feel like it's such a blessing. So if you want to get involved, just reach out to us. We are always, the doors open. We're always ready and willing to take on a volunteer.
100%. And you said something really good there. Just because you're giving something back, you end up, giving your kind of expertise in something, but you also take a lot away as well. And I think that is one of the things that has made me push on a lot through my kind of IDA journey, is the more I put in, the more I've got out of it in ways that I would never expect. So, yeah. It's a massive member benefit in my eyes.
Yes, I will tell you, I feel like just the people you get to meet and network with is probably the biggest asset of being a member with the IDA. There's a lot of things to be, that you can take away from the IDA. There's a lot of great benefits, but I think the networking and the meeting of different people from different countries, from different backgrounds, really can help enrich your own life, your own business. But the most important thing is to turn around then and give back. Life is always, much better served when you're not always taking, but you're also being able to give. So I think that's a cool part of the idea. And I think we lost Josh again.
He's all right. He's in the background. He's listening. He's listening. Well, I think we've covered most of the bits and pieces that we wanted to talk about. When I've done these, this is something that I introduced last year. Kind of wanted to keep it up to half an hour of updates, half an hour of questions, and I think we're almost at that time. So unless you've got anything else, Megan,
no, I'd say let's bring on some questions.
Let's hand it over to the floor for questions. Anything IDA related, let's throw it in there. That's what we're here for. That's what we do it, to give you the opportunity to ask the questions directly.
Oh, Chad, thank you. Another great when we talk about people volunteering, you never know who you're going to get. Sometimes you get somebody like Chad and his wife Tara that are amazing and definitely huge assets to us when we do events. So thank you guys.
And you also find people that haven't got, I know Dave will say this, my confidence has grown with getting involved, and I know Chad's is the same. You could see that throughout just even MTE, from the first couple of days to the last day, you could see his confidence kind of grow. So yeah, it's amazing what you get out of it.
I think what's interesting about that is, then Chad, he owns a business. So you get here, you get comfortable, you meet with people and you talk, you take that home with you. You know what I mean? You get comfortable around the people in the industry, and that just makes you better when you go back to your own shop. It's going to be very easy on us with questions today.
It's not normally like this. We normally have like loads.
Thank you. I would need that. Listen, this year I can't make it, but if we have that show next year, I would really like to get down there. This year's been a little crazy. We've got Auto Mechanica and just we have a building that we're working on that will be done next month. Otherwise, I would definitely be attending the show in Columbia. Other members and others that you may not know.
Yeah, so just to kind of talk to this, I know that here in the UK, there's people that have reached out to members across the world for advice on different things. Just basically, if we get a hot summer, we've got members who live in hot states or the other side of the world where it's always warm, and sharing that advice between the two is what this is all about. So yeah, if you're ever in that situation, maybe it's an American car that you've got in your shop in South Africa and you want a bit more information, there's definitely a member somewhere in the world that can help you with that. Just look at the directory and give them a call.
Are you talking, the mentorship? Yes. Craig, do you have the dates in front of you? I can pull them up.
I'm sure it was July where this was going to kick off.
Yeah. So you can sign up online. They're only taking 12 mentees for the first class. And then there is a different topic for each week. Like I said, I'm doing one on leadership. We have topics on how to properly price out for your clients. We have payroll and insurance. I'm trying to think of some other ones off the top of my head, but basically, it's I would equate it to you're going to the best university to learn how to run a detailing shop, and not just everybody always does the training that happens inside the shop, but what most detailers really need is what happens before and after. Insurance, paying your taxes, those kind of things is what everybody needs the most help with. I think it's pretty easy to find a school or a class that'll teach you about polishing paint, but we want to teach you to have a successful business and for it to grow and to be profitable. And to make sure that you're charging the right amount, you have the right insurance. And so those are the topics that we're going to be discussing. To us, it's about making the industry stronger. It's also about helping out the younger ones coming up through the industry, and or some of us have a midlife crisis or change in jobs, and you could be 50 and okay, I'm gonna go into detailing. So, that's what this program, I think, is really built around, is just making sure you have all the tools that you need. You've learned, to do the actual work, but how can you keep the doors open and do it properly?
And there are some criteria to fit to, get into this program. So you must be in 1 to 5 years in business. You must have been an IDA member for at least 18 months with a certified detailer level certification, and your business must be registered and insured.
Oh, I like that. How do I get involved? So, Jim, there is a lot of benefits to being a member of the IDA. If you go into our Facebook group, I'm pretty sure I've done a post with all the things that we offer. I think, Craig, you've done one before too. One of the best things to do is to get on the phone with one of us. I always like to meet new members. Any of us would be happy to chat with you. But, get on the website. Trust me, it's much easier to navigate than it was a year ago. So, but the member benefits are all listed there, but go to our Facebook group. If you want to get involved, we have different committees. They're listed on the website. You can see which one might interest you. And again, if you don't and you just want to talk through it with somebody, it's very easy to locate me. I have all my information's out there. You can send me an email. I can give you my cell number. Happy to talk to you, see what we can do to get you hooked up with a group that you might like to work with. But definitely want to make sure you get all the information you have and make sure you're utilizing all your member benefits. So reach out to us.
Yeah, another thing that might be useful, and this isn't just for new members, this is for anybody. Next Tuesday at 12 Central, 6 UK time, is our IDA member question and answer call, where we'll go through the website, show you where all the benefits are, and give you the opportunity to ask questions on different things as well. So if you want more information on that event, I think there is an event in the IDA Facebook group for that. But also, if you go onto the website and go to events, it is listed on there. But if you are a new member, you should have had an email about it.
I will say this too, even not a new member, I've been on that call before and I've learned a thing or two, and I've been a part of the IDA since the beginning. So definitely good refresher course, and to figure out where everything is located, a great call to hop on to.
Yeah, I recommend at least once a year going on it, no matter how long you've been in the IDA, because there's always something new that we discuss. So.
Yes, we'll just go over that real quick because we just went over that, but it is to a limited number of people. It's to 12 per session, and it will be kicking off in the next month or so. If you go onto our IDA Facebook group, you can search the mentor program and you can find the information on there that will link you out. But if you have any questions, please reach out to me or Craig. We can help you out with getting all that info.
I can answer this one if you like. The IDA as a whole, it's one thing that we have never looked into making insurance compulsory for our membership. And one of the reasons is we have a vast, wide range of members throughout each stage of their career. So we have numbers of students that go through certain colleges within different colleges within the world, to those that are still members that will be in their later years, the veterans of the industry that may not have a job. So it's a challenge to do that. And we found with the membership program, there are countries where certain policies are just not available.
Yeah, I was just going to add that. That was news to me that we just found that out a couple of weeks ago, that there are countries you can't even get insurance for what we're doing. So,
yeah.
Yes, if you're talking about the mentorship program, there is accounting discussions. To be honest with you, this mentorship program is really based off the business side of detailing. So accounting is covered, profit, your profit loss, insurance, payroll, taxes, all the things that you would not normally learn if you went to a detailing training session. We're trying to teach the things that sometimes are the most likely for the shop not to succeed. So we're trying to teach them all the tools that they were probably not already taught in order to own a business. I feel like it's a little bit more running down the entrepreneurial side of detailing instead of, we need to polish this paint and ceramic coat. So
yeah.
Yes, we are tackling all those topics. Yes, it is. Networking's the number one topic. I think if you're running a successful business, networking is key. I always say be nice. You never know who you might need. Detailers used to never want to network, but you get a little extra work and you can't handle it, and you get your neighbor to come help you out, and then he'll call you next time. So always be kind, always be helpful. There's enough room for all of us in this industry.
Not seeing any more comments at this time.
Okay. We can probably wrap this up then, Craig.
Yeah. We've definitely lost Josh, so hopefully he's.
I'm hoping he's okay. He's had a.
Yeah.
But we don't have these in Florida, but he has tornado sirens going off there this morning, so I will check on him when we get off the call. I think he sent me a message. He's been trying, but he can't get back online. So
That's all right. That's all
at least
right.
he's okay.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Cool. Well, before we go, any more questions? Now is the time.
You're very welcome. We enjoy doing this. And just one last thing, just because we're hopping off the call doesn't mean Craig, Josh are not available to you. We are part of the leadership team with the IDA. We are always available. And to be honest with you, I love to interact with the members because we actually work for you guys.
That's it. So what I was just going to say is, if you are watching this, because obviously it's on YouTube and it's on the Facebook group for the next 30 days before it gets taken down by Meta. If you've got any questions, do put them in, and myself, Megan, Josh, and some of the other board members will be happy to reply to any questions that you've got. So just because you're watching it back, I know you might be busy when this goes live and you're watching it back at a later date, please do add your questions. We will be there to answer them. Thank you very much for joining us, those of you that have stuck around from the beginning, and we'll catch you all in September at the next one.